Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 17 of Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories. And we've just encountered Riku once again, even though he's acting like an idiot. What happened to him?
I guess Castle Oblivion is affecting him too.
Yeah, we've established that last time. Anyway, this time we are going, well, out of order, on purpose. Yes, we are going to the 100 Acre Wood for this go-around. And just like the 100 Acre Wood of the first game, it's going to be completely different than, well, all the other worlds. Well, for one, like the original version of 100 Acre World, there's going to be no enemies there. And, well, we're going to help Poop this problems. Just like in the original version.
Okay.
The good thing, though, is we don't have to hunt down any pages or anything in order to access this world completely. So, that's going to be weird. And because this world's going to be a bit of a departure from the other worlds, there will be no structure like the other worlds. There'll be no rooms, as it were. We're just going to go from overworld to overworld, and just like in the original 100 Acre Woods, I cannot talk. We're going to be playing some mini-games.
Okay.
Now, you can technically kind of skip all of this, but if you want some goodies like slides or cards, it's a good idea to, play some games, complete them successfully, at least get to a certain goal point, and you'll be rewarded with some goodies that will be helpful later on, like, again, cards and slides. So, yeah, Winnie the Pooh, huh? Mm-hmm. So, what are your fond memories of Winnie the Pooh in general?
I remember liking it as a kid.
Uh-huh. Of course, you can't get that theme song out of your head, right?
Yeah.
And, let's see. Wasn't there was a TV series, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that TV series?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't remember it that much, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the movie. I remember the honey tree and the blustery day, and what else? I think those are the two I remember the most, honestly.
The Heffalumps and the Woozles.
That was part of the blustery day, which also introduced Tigger to the mix. Alright. So here we are. We're just going to play around. We're just going to enter Pooh's house and raid his house for stuff, because, well, why not?
We're RPG protagonists.
Yeah.
They always, rob people.
Yeah.
And no one really cares.
I mean, aren't there usually one or two people that do care? I mean, do they always say, hey, get out here, or something? Or...
Well, I do remember in Wind Waker there's that one house where if you break the pots, they'll actually charge you for them.
Well, that's more of an action-adventure game instead of an RPG, but...
Yeah.
But along the lines, same subject. I mean, Zelda games, even though they're a somewhat different genre, they do have the occasional non-playable characters say, hey, don't do that. I mean, Link's Awakening had the guy threatening to kill you if you steal stuff.
And he will if you do steal something.
Now, I do remember Skyward Sword having you, do the traditional break something to get a valuable item, but you have to actually pay for it this time around, so yeah. Anyway, back to the subject of Winnie the Pooh, 100 Acre Wood. Well, we're about to encounter our first friend, Mr. Pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that Pooh and Mr. Pumpkin are friends right here, because they're close, you see. I mean, Pooh doesn't mind this, because it happens all the time with Mr. Pumpkin. It's Halloween over, but yeah, it's still pumpkin pie Thanksgiving. Duh.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Yes, where are that... Come on. You wouldn't know about Mr. Pumpkin, would you, Sora? Well, okay, to tell you the truth, that came from good old Rabbit here, because, Rabbit loves his garden, and Pooh always goes to Rabbit's house to get some honey, because Pooh's greedy that way. I mean, he's a simple bear, but... willy-nilly silly old bear, but he steals from friends, really.
Yeah.
I stop it now. I mean, he has a good heart, but every now and then he likes to go to people's houses and mooch off their stuff, and yeah. Anyway, our first mini game begins when we talk to Rabbit, but first we're going to go, well, destroy Rabbit's property. But remember, it's not real, you see. It's memory. Because, yeah. It's kind of weird not having the traditional box room set of the previous floors. Just, it's what makes 100 Acre Wood, I can't say that word. The Winnie the Pooh world different. So, yeah. Anyway, here's our first mini game, Veggie Panic. So, we're going to have to sort out Rabbit's veggies garden thingy. And, of course, we have to hit the pumpkins in a certain direction and the cabbages in another direction. And what we have to do is make sure we get a total of 30 in all in order to successfully complete this. Now, here's the thing, folks. Every now and then, Pooh will, for some reason or another, decide to just waltz right into the middle of this thing, and it's like, oh, yes! And that's when we have to throw our Keyblade to make sure that the good old veggie pumpkin thingy does not hit good old Pooh Bear right here.
I guess Pooh's a bit too dumb to live.
Yeah, unfortunately. See, here he goes, right there. So now we have to hit triangle in order to hit all that crop right there, or else it'll hit Pooh and, well, it'll work against us, really. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what you need to do. Cabbages go to the left, the pumpkins go to the right, toss your Keyblade at Pooh just so happens to waltz around like an idiot. Now, if you can tell right there in the upper left corner, that's the score right there. The 30 represents what we need to get in order to successfully complete this minigame. I mean, you can go higher realistically, folks. And, folks, I'm letting you know right now that this is not my first time playing this. I had to edit out my little mistake, but now I can never get this giant pumpkin to, I don't know, pass by me or something. I don't get it, really. And I believe you can get a few misses out of the way, and if you miss too much, you will, well, end this game. And it doesn't matter at this point because I essentially won, really. See? No problem. Once you understand what to do, you can clear this no problem. So we've helped Rabbit sort out his garden. So what's our reward? Cross/plus. Okay, so Cloud teleports away. We need Cloud plus Stop plus Attack card. Okay, so we just need one Cloud card plus the Stop card and an Attack card, and yeah, that's good for a new slide. Yeah. Alright, now I remember the pain of getting all those torn pages in the first Kingdom Hearts game. You know, going through chests and whatnot. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, I got the pages by going to the Cave of Wonders. I think that's where a torn page was. In Agrabah. Atlantica was among Aria's Grotto. Halloween Town, it was in Dr. Finkelstein's books, for some reason. And I think another one was among the Dalmatians, a reward for getting a certain amount. I think that was it. Really? I think that was it, really. Anyway, we have Balloon Glide, our next minigame, and just like it's pretty simple once you understand what to do. We just have to make sure we follow the trail of, what are these things? These honeycomb thingies? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, just make sure you don't pop all your balloons and you should be okay. I mean, you can pop at least one and you should be fine. But for some reason or another, there are other balloons along the pathway that you can get in order to essentially make your way upward, you know? And yeah, just follow these honeycomb thingies and we have to get our way to the top. Of course, the problem with this scenario is that we have a bunch of tree branches and we have to slow down at certain points and at other times we have to speed up, or else, well... Ooh, oh boy.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So let's go slow. You can control it. Yeah, follow the... Oh yeah, the bees. There are bees here, because remember, this is the honey tree, you see. Uh-oh.
Bees, my god.
Not the bees! Not the bees! Oh, jeez. Okay, go up. Go up. Okay. Another balloon so I can stay afloat longer. Thank you. Okay, our goal is to get to the top. Oh, well, actually, our goal is to fill this gauge and get to the top, but... Is the gauge... Wait, I don't get it. Is the gauge the how high you go, or... yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, yeah. We have good old sound clips from Kingdom Hearts 1 to go by. Thank you. Now, unfortunately... Oh, jeez. Oh, will you shut up? Oh, shut up, Pooh. Shut up, Pooh. Yeah, unfortunately we have to go this way, but, again, I think the minigames are completely optional. You can just skip this world entirely, but why would you if it yields some interesting rewards? And goody, another balloon, alright. Almost. Is this the, shut. Oh, and come on. Okay, we're almost there. I just need a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Hooray, nice. Oh, hi, Al. Now, technically, you could have started the 100 Acre Wood. I think when you first get the book from Sid and Merlin, you give it to Merlin and stuff.
But you really couldn't really do much with it without the pages.
Yeah. I mean, technically, as you get a page, you can technically enter the 100 Acre Wood and complete that page and get a reward that way.
I think that's what they intended you to do, but most people just do it all at once.
Like I did. Yeah, it's best to get all the torn pages at once so that you can have it complete the entire world at once. And, yeah. If I remember correctly, I did this after the Neverland incident. Before I went to Hollow Bastion.
Okay.
Now, there's a good reason why I'm doing 100 Acre Wood now. But I will not reveal it until next time. Instead, we're just going to have a little chit-chat with Al. You know, a little more chit-chat, blah, blah, blah. Friend, finding your friends, fine, blah, blah, blah. And oh yeah, I'm reminded of something, folks. I know that back at Pooh's house, I actually forgot to do something. Don't worry, I remember it and go back to it later on. But for now, we're just going to see Sora and Pooh just playing around, you see. Because, yeah. Gotta help find Pooh's friends. Well, we found one already, you know, with a rabbit, and then we found Al. Oh yeah, now we can learn a new slime. Fire Burst. So we need 2 fires and gravity and shoot a burst of fire that rains down smaller fireballs. This could be useful later on. So yeah. It's good to learn these things. Yeah, and you can replay mini games, of course, over and over again if you need to relax, but... yeah, that's right. I'm trying to find my way out of here because, you know, it's kind of confusing, you know. Let's see, world map. Well, we do have the rooms, but they're just linear right here. And you cannot create your own card rooms in this go-around because there are no enemies to fight, you know? Again, it's just like the real 100 Acre Woods. Yeah. I can't say woods.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh wasn't really known for having villains, really.
I mean, there's conflicts and stuff. I mean, again, there's the whole Pooh wants honey situation. And then there's the blustery day in which everything got windy and destructive. Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. I forgot about that. That was that third one. Speaking of Tigger, hello. Tigger in his bouncing spot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Say, how would you like to bounce with me? Yeah, so you want to bounce with a complete stranger from their point of view. Because remember, they're just memory copies of the real ones. I mean, yeah. Yeah, before I start to bounce, I might as well explore because I want to see if there are any goodies I can exploit, and I don't think there are any in this room. So, let's go around and bounce with Tigger. It's essentially Tigger's Jump-a-thon, which is essentially a memory thing. It's one of those... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, it's one of those... You have to repeat the pattern, and as you continue to play longer and longer, the pattern will get longer and longer until you eventually quit.
And that's shaped conveniently like the buttons on the PS3 controller.
Exactly. How convenient. Makes it easy. So yeah, we have to repeat the exact order Tigger jumps in order to proceed onward. And the minimum we can get for our success is 25, but I actually go a little bit beyond it. Though, for the purposes of time, I cut after I've successfully reached my target goal so that we won't have to watch me just jump over and over and over again, because I kind of want to move on here, folks, you know. See, we're already at 14, because every successful hop, the counter goes up. So, let's see here. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Alright. And circle, triangle, X, square, X, square, X, triangle. 3 more and I would have success, and I'm going to win, no doubt. Boingy, 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 boingy. So, what did you think of that one Winnie the Pooh kind of quote-unquote reboot, the CGI one that had some girl replace Christopher Robin?
I've never seen it.
Never seen it? But what's your thoughts about Christopher Robin being replaced?
Seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
But then again, Sora does replace Christopher Robin in the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Well, it's a different universe, you see, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, as you just saw here, the maximum I went up to before I decided to just quit was 82. So I could have gone on forever, but whatever. Anyway, we had a good time with Tigger and blah, 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 blah. And there's no one that can bounce like Tigger than Tigger, I guess. Is that the right saying or something? Because he's the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we cannot match Tigger's bounciness because his heads are made of rubber or sails are made of spring. Is that it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. Now, let's see. And all that sort of thing. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, go away so that I can get my reward. Oh, yeah, thank you. It just so happened to drop down to the ground. Thank you very much. Alright, weighs me down while bouncing, okay. I'm sure it could be helpful to a boy who is pretty agile with fighting monsters and stuff, but yeah. Alright, we get the Slide Idle Romp. Bambi confuses the enemies. We need Bambi card and 2 attack cards. So, Bambi confuses the enemy. Okay.
Alright.
But at this point, I do not have the Bambi card. That's going to change by the end of this, so, yeah. Alright, move on to the next area. Alright, so... There we go, thank you. Yes, the Muddy Path area. So, let's see here. Little footprints. I wonder whose footprints those little footprints belong to. Anyway, what we're supposed to do is good old lead Pooh to this well right here for some reason. And, there we go. Supposed to jump above it and, yeah. Yeah, I remember the original game doing this too, having Pooh gush up into the air for some reason. And for some reason, Memory Winnie the Pooh World launches you higher. So we have Whirlwind plunge, our next minigame. So we're just going to fall down and get a bunch of these thingamabobbers, and this is going to be an interesting experience. We're just free falling. And we have to make sure to hold on to poo throughout the entire thing. You know, was this the developer's inspiration for that whole drop system in Dream Drop Distance, you know? I know I'm going ahead, folks, but this is probably the inspiration right there. Right here, folks. You know, with RE Chain of Memories, this Winnie the Pooh minigame, you know? How you have to get things like the stars and avoid objects and occasionally find enemies. But in this case, there are no enemies right here. So, yeah.
You know, does this kind of remind me of like a Mario Party minigame?
Yeah! That one minigame where you have to go fall and collect money that way.
Yeah.
And of course, we cannot collect these, whatever these things are, without holding Pooh's hand for some reason, because, Pooh... well, whatever. And that's it, really. Okay, so after that, we crash land and... Oh, hi, Roo. You were in there the whole time? Then what was the point of that minigame? You tell me. What was the point?
Filler?
Pretty much, yeah. You know, in a way, most of this game is kind of filler, you know? I mean, going to Disney Worlds, or at least memory versions of Disney Worlds. The real plot happens in the I cannot talk today. In the real Castle Oblivion. And don't worry, we'll get back to the plot in this next time, but still, now, I'm starting to not like this game a lot. It's getting boring. How many people agree with me that this game is starting to get a little bit boring?
Like, are we getting close to the end?
Well, after this, we still have Neverland to go through, and then Hollow Bastion, and then afterwards, I don't know how many more. I don't know how many more floors after Hollow Bastion we have to go through. I mean, I know personally, but I'm leaving the audience in suspense.
Okay.
Anyway, folks, we get Mega Ether, and see you next time.